Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is when you're watching this. I'm Mary Jo, and I hope everyone is well. Today, as I'm recording this is October 3rd. I already lost my time. Yeah, I just looked at the date and I completely lost it already. Yeah, some very interesting things going on, in the mental space. I do know we've got Mercury entering Libra tomorrow, which means some of the mental mind might be a little active, a little overactive. But the great thing of it being in Libra tomorrow is it's like, all I can say is for myself, what I'm discovering now is like things are just really making sense on such a level that it's freaking blowing my mind. Blowing my mind. So just thought I'd come on, do a quick reading for today, see what wants to come out. What do we got? The World and Queen of Cups. Yeah, things are changing. Emotions, intuition, higher knowledge. It's just really fascinating me right now. I can't even put my finger on it to express it other than what a freaking beautiful thing. And it's the best way I can say it. It's the best way I can say it. Oh, we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna shuffle, see what's to come out. I've already called in the divine beings, my guides, your guides, the elementals, the mystical dragons, and fairies, and everyone. Interesting. That's why I'm using this deck. What is this? This is a deck that I bought my grandson for when he's ready. Fantastical Creatures Tarot. And I've used it only a few times, and it's been calling me. And so is the Beyond Lemuria little mini pocket deck I've got. Lemuria calling us. I feel that. She's rising. I'm hearing she's rising. We've got justice. Yeah. Balance. We are in Libra season. Things are happening in divine order, in divine timing, for the highest and the greatest good of all. No matter what you're going through. Okay, so for example, I'm noticing that I'm sitting back and it's like I'm eating popcorn while I'm watching other people's experiences be torn apart, be broken down, be leveled up. I'm watching the beginnings of a twin flame connection, just the beginning of the awakening and the activations and things that happen in the very early stages. And I'm watching someone's family for the last few years just be ripped apart. Their loved ones leaving. And I mean, the old version of me, excuse me, would have absorbed their emotions, would have absorbed their pain, their trauma, their elation, whatever it is they're going through, their confusion. But now I'm finding I guess on the other side of that healing. I mean, I've gone through that. My life has been ripped apart, and that's the only way I can relate to what they're going through. I've been through the initial stages of the twin flame connection 18 years, 19 years ago. So I understand what that's about. I'm on the other side of it. Doesn't mean that I'm diminishing what they're going through, by no means. It's just I'm finding it interesting that I'm not absorbing that. I'm not taking it on for myself. I'm not trying to fix it for them. I'm not trying to tell them how to do this or how to do that. And as a Capricorn, that's not an easy feat. We like to micromanage all we can. So I don't know. I'm really coming into this awareness. I guess that's the best word I can use of how all of this needs to play out. Right down to my response or lack of response. And I know some have viewed me as lacking compassion and empathy for their situation. And it's not that I have no compassion or empathy. I do. I unapologetically see the bigger picture. The bigger purpose. And that within itself is, I don't want to say it's a trigger because I'm not having that trigger response. It's an awareness of, it's given me an opportunity to reflect upon myself more. I'm just gonna, this is just where I'm gonna leave it. But it's interesting. So we've got the world, we've got justice, we've got the Queen of Cups. This world is being woken and shaken. October, we've got 2 eclipses. If eclipses don't shake us up and wake us up, I don't know what does. They're meant to. They're meant to shake us out of our reverie, our complacency. They're meant to deepen. Sorry, got a little fruit fly flying around here. They're meant to deepen to get us to go deeper. They're meant to get us to deepen our connection with the divine. I had no idea what was going to come out today. So, Ace of Cups. Yeah. Deepening our compassion and our empathy. Sometimes the best thing we can do is just hold space for someone, yeah? It's interesting. I don't know if, yeah, you can't see it. I'm going to just tip down the camera a little bit here. I don't know if you can see how I've been asked to place these cards. How they're, there we go. How they're not lined up straight across. They're steps. They're coming down this way on my table. It's like steps we have to take. We start a new cycle. We end one cycle and start a new one. And in that new one, we our consciousness raises and opens up, and our frequency rises with this Queen of Cups. It allows us to go within our hearts and reflect and purge out toxic emotional responses and reactions or whatever. It balances, it gives us opportunities to balance out the emotional charge. Things have to happen in a sequence, not in a pattern, in a sequence. There's steps to take. You can't jump from from the first step to the fourth step. You have to feel and go through everything in between. So whatever you're experiencing right now on your journey, it is a step to get you to the highest version of you, whatever that is for your experience. What else do you want to say here? These steps give us opportunities to see where we may have closed off our hearts, where situations may have brought us to that space of having, maybe our hearts are closed. I don't know. Page of Swords. These steps bring us clarity. They bring us, maybe not in the moment that we're going through them, but eventually, once we begin to allow ourselves to be vulnerable, again, to open our hearts and to feel, we learn something new about ourselves. Look at the image of this picture. Look at him roaring, howling like the wolf. He appears to be in pain as we purge all those lower distortions about ourselves, all those it's funny because I never really realized this until now, because what's coming through is we actually purge other people's perspectives of us, whether it's said outwardly to us or it's insinuated or it's energetically sent to us. We pick it up in our energy field and we carry it. And this is coming through is like an aha moment, but as a trigger, for a lack of a better word, an opportunity, let's use that, a lesson to see how just to see ourselves clearly. What are our intentions? How do we view ourselves? Some of those realizations could be a little painful to look at. Seeing how we've actually been putting ourselves out there. This isn't about victimhood. This isn't about beating yourselves up. It's not about any of that. This is a higher octave of this is a deeper dive. It's not about changing anything. It's not about fixing anything within us. It's not about healing anything. This is about clarity. Seeing things with such clarity, not only with the mind, the third eye, the crown chakra, spiritually. It's about here. It's about seeing the depths of the heart clearly. It's about seeing the depths of the soul clearly. And things coming into balance for ourselves and making sense. This is about awareness. on a scale that is somewhere where we've not traveled before. I'm hearing you've got 2 more cards that want to come out. Three of Cups. And this awareness allows us to share that with others. It allows us, it opens us up to be vulnerable with ourselves and with others. I'm also hearing that our team, your personal spiritual team, dragons, fairies, angels, archangels, whatever it is for you, they are rejoicing at, they're the ones who are sitting back eating the popcorn, so to speak, and they're, oh my gosh, so, oh my gosh, this is just, just went off in my head here. What I'm experiencing for myself personally right now, where I'm sitting back and I'm observing others, I'm also observing myself in response to others, my loved ones, my soul tribe, into, my response to their experiences. What I'm experiencing now, my guides are experiencing as well. They're sitting back and they're observing me go through this as I observe my friends go through what they're going through. The steps, the higher beings, me, my friend, it's the steps. There's no, but there's, even though we're on the same level, there's nobody higher or lower than one another. This is not going to come out right. I'm sorry about the outside noise. Got no idea what's going on out there. My guides are observing. I'm experiencing what my guides are observing within me. Does that make sense? I think that's the best way I can put that. So your guides are observing, they're celebrating these moments that you're experiencing, no matter where you fall, what camp you fall in here, whether you're one who's going through the devastation or you're the one going through, awakening to a new cycle, or you're the one observing that happening. There's community here. There's community of the experiencer, the witness, the observer. I don't know. It's just, I can't put my finger on that specifically, how to express that. I hope that made sense. One more card, they're saying. Knight of Cups. This is leading us. It's like we're being asked to lead with the heart. We're being asked to be, to remember to be vulnerable, to allow ourselves to be vulnerable. Can I get a clarifier on the Knight of Cups, please? On a different, so sorry about the outside noise. Just a clarifier on this Knight of Cups. What does he have to say here? He's saying ride the waves without judgment. Allow yourself to flow without judgment. It's very important for me to say without judgment. I don't know why, but it is. Well, we're not here to judge, but, it's okay that we do. Because if we judge somebody else, we're judging ourselves. So take a look at that. Take a look at where where you've been in judgment. That's for a few, maybe it's for many, who knows. Very interesting energies, very interesting messages, but they've got them step by step by step. We're starting here. We're entering a whole new cycle as we enter October of 2023. I love that dog. If you can hear him, his name is Rufus, and how he barks is Roo. I love it so much. Yeah, he's telling us we are entering a new cycle of depth within ourselves, a new cycle of awakening, a new cycle of clarity, a new cycle of vulnerability. Oh, I know what's happening. They've got a firewood delivery. Oh gosh, I just heard it. The truck pulled away and all the wood fell out of the truck. All right, now we got that cleared up. Don't allow outside noise to distract you from your healing. Don't get caught up with what's going on out there, right? The card in the middle of the table, I've got 3 cards on either side of it. Ace of Cups, stay in your heart. Stay grounded in your heart. Stay embodied within your heart. Because on one side, there's a lot of judgment. I don't know why the judgment is coming through with these cards, but that's what I'm feeling. And on this side, and it's interesting because the judgment is on a lower end of the table here. Up here, I've got Justice, World, and Queen of Cups. Stay in your heart. Stay true to yourself. If something comes up for you, ask it what it's here to teach you. Ask it how you can grow from it. Yeah. Gonna get a Healing Waters Oracle here. October has a lot of Venus energy, a lot of feminine energy, a lot of emotional energy running through it. We've got the eclipses. Those are always highly charged energies. So just keep that in mind. I'll do more as we move along, but we are in the 10th month. We just left the 9th month of Virgo. September, moving into Libra energy. 9 is endings, clearing up everything so something new can begin. As we enter this 10th month, it's like the tail end of these endings are gonna just fall off as we enter this new cycle. Plunge. Oh, I just felt that. Plunge. When you plunge into a pool, when you plunge into the waters, it's like you do it intentionally. Well, I don't know why that's coming through. It says, don't hold back. It's time. Go for it. Dive in. Oof. Huge, huge rush of energy with this card. Yeah, dive in. Dive in, no matter what it feels like. No matter what it brings up for you. Dive in, allow that to be felt, allow that to be heard within you. It is time. It is time. Spirit needs us to do this work right now as a collective. Ether, the seamless, unspeakable. This illuminated space of no distraction and pure potential is beyond the threshold. It is the centered and present place where all dreams are birthed. From here, you can choose where to go. What may be perceived as endless nothingness is the illuminated eternal, the core that all fears may be peeled back to. Step through the darkness and realize it is only a short distance from the white void at the center of creation. Herein lies the feeling you may have been striving to meet, yet subconsciously running from. Wow. In graceful surrender, know you are held and drop deeper into existence. Plunge and drop deeper into your existence, into your soul, into the very depths of you. This month, this is going to be huge. It is going to be transformational. I'm hearing is that the right, how you say it? Transformational. If not, I just made up a new word. Wow. A lot of blue on the table. Very deep, deep emotional month. And it's funny because yes, we've got a lot of Venus energy. We've got a lot of Mercury and Mars energy, that's not emotional. It's well, it is, but it's on the other end of the spectrum for me, as I perceive it. You're being asked to stay in your heart, to dive deep into that, into the very recesses of your soul. Stay out of the monkey mind as much as you can, but take what it's showing you into the depths with you, because how you're going to come out is just, it's going to be incredible. No matter what you're going through right now. I love you. I celebrate you. I see you. Thank you for joining me. Till next time.